The Doberman Pinscher, precision bred for protection. They did not want a companion. They wanted a guardian without hesitation, so they engineered one with surgical intent. To understand the Doberman Pinscher, we must step into late 19th century Germany, into a society navigating rapid industrial growth, rising urban populations, and increasing concerns about personal security in expanding cities where law enforcement systems were still evolving and danger often traveled quietly through crowded streets. At the center of this story stands a tax collector named Karl Friedrich Louis Dobermann, a man whose profession required him to move through unfamiliar neighborhoods carrying money, often alone, often vulnerable, and frequently aware that protection was not guaranteed. Dobermann was not a casual dog enthusiast. He was a municipal dog catcher with access to various local breeds, and he carried a clear objective: to create a medium-sized protection dog that combined loyalty, intelligence, speed, and controlled aggression, capable of deterring threats while remaining obedient to its owner. This was not breeding guided by aesthetics or tradition. It was breeding guided by purpose. Although exact records were not meticulously preserved, historians believe Dobermann likely crossed several breeds, including the German Pinscher, Rottweiler, Weimaraner, and possibly the now extinct Old German Shepherd types, blending guarding instinct, stamina, tracking ability, and trainability into a single refined form. The result was a dog unlike anything before it: sleek yet powerful, elegant yet intimidating, compact yet explosive in movement. The early Dobermans were known for sharp intelligence and unwavering alertness, traits essential for a protection dog expected to respond instantly to shifting circumstances without waiting for prolonged instruction. But precision was the true hallmark of the breed. Unlike massive guard dogs bred for sheer intimidation, the Doberman was engineered for efficiency and responsiveness, able to move swiftly, assess threats rapidly, and engage with calculated control rather than uncontrolled force. This required not only physical refinement but psychological stability. A protection dog that cannot differentiate between real threat and harmless interaction becomes liability rather than asset. So from its earliest development, selective breeding emphasized courage paired with clarity. As Germany entered the 20th century, the Doberman quickly gained recognition for military and police work, valued for its trainability and sharp working drive. Its athletic build allowed speed over varied terrain. Its intelligence and complex obedience routines. Its natural vigilance made it an effective deterrent. Yet beyond institutions, private citizens also embraced the Doberman as a personal guardian, reinforcing its identity as a symbol of disciplined protection. And that identity would soon travel far beyond Germany's borders, entering new cultures, new conflicts, and new interpretations of what protection truly meant. But at its core, the Doberman was never accidental. It was deliberate. It was calculated. It was purpose forged into muscle and mind. And as the modern world redefines safety, security, and companionship, the question becomes whether this precision-crafted guardian can maintain balance between power and trust in environments far removed from the streets that first demanded its creation. As the Doberman Pinscher moved beyond the streets of late 19th century Germany and into the structured institutions of police forces and military units, its identity as a precision guardian began solidifying under formal evaluation rather than individual necessity, reinforcing the traits that had originally been engineered for personal protection into a broader framework of disciplined service. By the early 20th century, Dobermans were being tested not merely for their imposing presence, but for their capacity to execute complex obedience routines under distraction, to track human scent across varied terrain, and to remain composed while exposed to sudden noise, chaotic environments, and high-stress scenarios that demanded rapid yet controlled response. This was not a breed designed for blind aggression. It was refined for discernment. A well-bred Doberman needed the confidence to confront a threat without hesitation, but also the clarity to disengage instantly when commanded, demonstrating a level of impulse control that separated true protection work from uncontrolled hostility. Its physical design supported this role with remarkable efficiency. A deep chest housed strong cardiovascular capacity, enabling sustained activity without early fatigue. Long, clean lines in the legs allowed fluid acceleration and agile directional changes. A tightly muscled frame delivered explosive power without excess bulk, emphasizing speed and precision over sheer mass. Even the breed's short, close-fitting coat reflected functionality, minimizing maintenance while allowing unrestricted movement in varied climates. As Dobermans entered World War I and later World War II service roles, their reputation expanded internationally. They served as sentries, messengers, and patrol dogs, earning recognition for loyalty and courage under fire, particularly within the United States Marine Corps, where they were sometimes referred to as devil dogs for their unwavering performance in Pacific campaigns. Yet, alongside this valor grew a shadow. Public perception began associating the Doberman with aggression and intimidation, amplified by media portrayals that often exaggerated its protective intensity while overlooking the disciplined training required to shape stable behavior. This perception influenced breeding trends in complex ways. Some programs doubled down on sharpness, prioritizing high-alert temperaments suited for intense guarding roles. Others, recognizing the need for balanced household companions, focused on stabilizing temperament, preserving alertness while softening unnecessary reactivity. The Doberman stood at a crossroads between function and fear. Its intelligence remained one of its most defining traits. Highly trainable and responsive, Dobermans often excel in advanced obedience, Schutzhund trials, and competitive working disciplines that demand precision under pressure. But intelligence in this breed is closely tied to emotional sensitivity. Dobermans form strong attachments to their handlers, often displaying what owners describe as Velcro behavior, preferring close proximity and constant awareness of their family's movements. This bond enhances trainability and loyalty. It also increases the importance of consistent leadership and early socialization. Without structured exposure to diverse environments, people, and stimuli, a Doberman's protective instincts can become overgeneralized, interpreting normal situations as potential threats. The breed's working heritage demands clarity, clear boundaries, clear expectations, clear communication. When that clarity is present, the Doberman often reveals a surprisingly affectionate and stable temperament within the home, interacting playfully with family members while maintaining quiet vigilance. When clarity is absent, tension can surface, overguarding behavior, anxiety rooted in responsibility without direction, reactivity fueled by misinterpreted signals. Health considerations also emerged as breeding intensified across continents. Dilated cardiomyopathy became a significant concern within the breed, affecting heart function and reducing lifespan in certain lines. Von Willebrand's disease, a clotting disorder, required genetic awareness and responsible testing to mitigate. As awareness of these hereditary conditions grew, ethical breeders increasingly incorporated cardiac screening and genetic evaluation into their programs, seeking to preserve not only the Doberman's working capacity, but its longevity. The tension between image and reality continues shaping the Doberman's narrative. Its sleek silhouette and alert expression project authority. Yet beneath that exterior lies a dog profoundly dependent on partnership, structure, and emotion. The Doberman was engineered for protection. Yes, but protection is not chaos. It is calculated. It is disciplined. It is guided by human leadership. And as the modern world shifts towards suburban living and evolving concepts of security, the question remains whether this breed's precision can remain intact when its original purpose is diluted or misunderstood. Because a guardian without guidance becomes unstable. And a mind engineered for responsibility cannot thrive in ambiguity. The deeper the Doberman Pinscher embedded itself into modern society, the more its defining traits were pulled in opposing directions, stretched between the demands of elite working performance and the expectations of domestic companionship in environments far removed from the streets that first required its creation. In professional protection sports and working trials, the Doberman continues to demonstrate why it was engineered with such calculated precision. During advanced obedience phases, it moves with sharp attentiveness, heeling tightly at its handler's side, eyes locked upward in sustained concentration, responding instantly to subtle cues delivered through posture, tone, or gesture. In protection exercises, it does not explode forward recklessly. It assesses, it targets, it engages with controlled force, releasing immediately upon command, revealing the balance between intensity and restraint that defines true working stability. This level of discipline does not arise spontaneously. It reflects selective breeding that prioritizes nerve strength, emotional steadiness, and clarity under pressure. A Doberman that startles easily, overreacts impulsively, or loses composure under stress cannot function reliably in real protection scenarios. For this reason, experienced breeders emphasize temperament testing as heavily as structural soundness. Yet outside professional environments, the Doberman's heightened awareness can become a double-edged trait. Its alertness, once essential for detecting subtle threats, may manifest as hypervigilance in households lacking clear leadership. Its sensitivity to handler emotion, which strengthens bond and responsiveness, can also amplify household tension if consistency is absent. Unlike some breeds that display casual independence, the Doberman tends to attach deeply and intensely. This attachment fosters loyalty that borders on devotion. It also means that isolation or neglect can create behavioral instability. Separation anxiety is not uncommon when the breed's need for proximity is underestimated. A dog engineered to function in close partnership does not easily adapt to prolonged detachment. The breed's physical elegance adds another layer to its modern narrative. The cropped ears and docked tail, historically associated with working practicality and injury prevention, have become points of ethical debate in many countries. In regions where cropping and docking are restricted, the natural Doberman presents a softer silhouette, challenging long-standing visual associations tied to intimidation. Regardless of cosmetic alteration, however, the breed's underlying structure remains built for agility and power. Health remains one of the most pressing concerns shaping the Doberman's future. Dilated cardiomyopathy continues to impact a significant percentage of the population, sometimes developing silently until advanced stages. Progressive screening protocols, including echocardiograms and Holter monitoring, have become essential tools for responsible breeding programs aiming to reduce prevalence. Von Willebrand's disease and cervical vertebral instability also require genetic awareness and careful selection. These health realities introduce urgency into breeding decisions, because precision, without longevity, cannot sustain a breed's legacy. The Doberman's emotional peak lies in this intersection of power and vulnerability. It is a dog capable of extraordinary courage, yet susceptible to hidden cardiac fragility. It is a breed that projects strength, yet depends profoundly on stable human leadership. Its identity as a guardian was never about unchecked aggression. It was about controlled readiness guided by trust. When properly trained, socialized early, and integrated into structured routines, the Doberman often reveals a surprisingly affectionate and playful side within the home. It leans into its handler. It observes quietly from a resting position near family members. It balances alertness with calm presence. But when bred irresponsibly or raised without clarity, its intensity can magnify uncertainty. Overprotection, reactivity, anxiety rooted in unclear boundaries. These outcomes are not inevitable. They are consequences of misalignment between design and environment. The Doberman was crafted as a thinking protector. Remove structure and thinking turns inward. Remove leadership and protection loses direction. As modern society redefines safety and security, the Doberman stands as a reminder that true guardianship requires more than physical capability. It requires emotional stability. It requires health. It requires partnership. And as the breed navigates the tension between reputation and reality, its future will depend on whether precision remains the guiding principle or whether popularity reshapes it into something less defined, less balanced, and less enduring. The Doberman Pinscher's defining moment is not found in the flash of its movement or the sharp outline of its silhouette against a guarded doorway. It is found in restraint. in the instant when power is present but controlled, in the moment when instinct yields to command without hesitation. That is the true climax of this breed's story. From the vision of a single German tax collector seeking personal protection to the structured demands of military service and advanced working trials, the Doberman was never meant to be chaotic force. It was designed to be precise. Its body reflects efficiency, its mind reflects calculation, its loyalty reflects intention. But precision is fragile. When breeding drifts toward exaggeration of sharpness without equal emphasis on stability, balance erodes. When health screening is neglected in favor of rapid production, hidden vulnerabilities multiply. When ownership lacks clarity, intensity can turn inward and become anxiety rather than assurance. The Doberman stands as one of the clearest examples of how selective breeding can sculpt a guardian defined not by bulk but by responsiveness. Its protection is not blind aggression. It is measured awareness shaped by partnership. A well-bred Doberman does not seek confrontation. It stands ready, poised, observant, reading shifts in environment and handler alike. And when no threat exists, it relaxes. It rests near its family. It remains connected. This duality is the heart of the breed. Courage paired with clarity, power paired with obedience, alertness paired with affection. But the future of that duality depends on deliberate stewardship. Dilated cardiomyopathy remains a shadow that cannot be ignored. Responsible breeding programs invest in cardiac monitoring, genetic research, and long-term data tracking, not for prestige but for preservation. Temperament testing continues to separate stable protectors from unstable reactors. Socialization protocols remain essential to ensure that vigilance does not become fear, because a guardian without emotional equilibrium cannot truly protect. The Doberman's sleek frame may suggest independence, but its psychology reveals dependence on structure and leadership. It thrives when given direction. It falters when left in ambiguity. It bonds deeply, often shadowing its handler from room to room, not out of insecurity, but out of instinctive partnership. The image of the Doberman as purely intimidating is incomplete. Beneath the alert posture lies sensitivity. Beneath the strength lies attachment. And beneath the reputation lies responsibility. This breed was engineered with surgical focus for a specific role in a specific time. As society evolves and traditional protection roles shift, the Doberman's identity must evolve carefully, without sacrificing the balance that once defined its success. Its story is not simply about guarding property. It is about guarding stability, guarding health, guarding the integrity of selective breeding itself. Because every time humans refine a living being for a purpose, they inherit the obligation to sustain that purpose ethically. The Doberman proves that power can be elegant, that vigilance can be disciplined, that loyalty can be absolute without becoming uncontrolled. And perhaps the lasting lesson is this: precision demands responsibility equal to its strength. If we preserve balance, the Doberman will remain what it was always meant to be: a guardian shaped by clarity, not fear.